rain-lashed Willow Creek, Oregon, the autumn storm turning the Carter family ranch into a muddy maze of sagging barns and swaying pines. Emma Carter, 38, gripped the wheel of her rented pickup, her long brown hair damp under a wool cap, her sweater and jeans flecked with road dust. Rex, a 4-year-old German shepherd she'd found starving in Portland, sat shotgun, his black and tan fur matted, amber eyes locked on the windshield. Emma's heart pounded 15 years away, and now a cryptic call from a neighbor had dragged her back to the ranch. Her father, William Carter, 80, was frail, wheelchair-bound after a stroke. Her brother Nathan was caring for him. Something felt wrong. "Almost there, Rex," Emma muttered, her voice tight. Rex whined, nudging her arm, his warmth steadying her nerves. Lightning cracked, illuminating the ranch's weathered porch. Emma parked, rain hammering the roof. "Stay close," she told Rex, grabbing her bag. He leaped out, paws splashing, his nose twitching, already alert. The front door creaked open, and Nathan Carter, 45, stood silhouetted, his dark hair slick, suit crisp despite the hour. "Emma," he said, smile thin. "Didn't expect you." Emma's gut twisted. Nathan's charm was a mask. She remembered his temper. "Got a call," she said, stepping inside, Rex at her heels. "How's Dad?" Nathan's eyes flicked to Rex, narrowing. "That mutt stays outside." Rex growled low, his stance firm, ignoring the command. Emma's hand tightened on his leash. "He's with me. Where's Dad?" Nathan sighed, gesturing to the living room. "Resting." "He's not himself, Emma. Stroke's bad." The living room smelled of stale coffee and dust. William Carter sat in a wheelchair, his white hair thin, flannel shirt loose on his gaunt frame. His eyes, once sharp, were clouded, but they lit up at Emma. "Em," he rasped, voice weak. Emma knelt, heart aching. "I'm here, Dad." Rex padded forward, sniffing William's hand, then sat, protective, his gaze fierce. William's trembling fingers brushed Rex's fur. "Good dog," he murmured, a faint smile breaking through. Nathan loomed, arms crossed. "He needs rest, Emma. You shouldn't have come." Emma's eyes caught a bruise on William's wrist, half hidden by his sleeve. "What's that?" she asked, voice sharp. William's gaze dropped, silent. Nathan stepped closer, voice smooth. "He fell. Happens a lot. I'm handling it." Rex's growl deepened, hackles rising, staring at Nathan. Emma's stomach churned. Nathan's calm was too polished, too cold. Footsteps shuffled. Margaret Hayes, 70, the neighbor who'd called, appeared, her silver hair bun tight, dress simple. "Emma, thank God," she said, eyes darting to Nathan. "Your dad needs you." Nathan's smile vanished. "Margaret, this is private." Margaret's voice trembled but held firm. "It's not right, Nathan. You know it." Rex barked, sharp, standing between William and Nathan, his presence a wall. Emma's heart raced. "What's not right?" she demanded. Nathan's jaw clenched. "She's meddling." "Dad's fine." William's voice cracked, barely audible. "Not fine, Em." Emma's blood ran cold. She grabbed his hand, feeling the tremor. "Dad, what's he done?" Before William could answer, Nathan lunged, yanking William's chair back. "Enough!" he snapped. "You're upsetting him!" Rex exploded, leaping over the coffee table, slamming into Nathan's chest. Nathan stumbled, crashing into a bookshelf, papers scattering. Rex stood over him, snarling, teeth bared, a guardian unleashed. Emma froze, shock mixing with awe. "Rex!" she shouted, rushing to William. Nathan scrambled up, face red. "That dog's dead," he roared, reaching for his phone. Margaret grabbed Emma's arm. "He's been hurting him, Emma. Bruises, skipped meals." "I saw it." Emma's fury surged, tears burning. "You hurt Dad?" Nathan's eyes darted, caught. "He's lying." "He's confused." Rex's growl was a vow, his body shielding William, daring Nathan to move. William's voice shook, stronger now. Nathan wants the land. Selling it to Agricorp, forging my name. Emma's jaw dropped. The ranch, her family's legacy. You're stealing from him, she hissed. Nathan's face twisted, but a new voice cut through. Clara Bennett, 42. Nathan's wife, blonde hair perfect, dress sharp, standing in the doorway. Stop, Nathan, she said, voice low, eyes guilty. It's gone too far. Nathan spun, livid. Clara, shut up! Emma's heart skipped, Clara turning on him. Rex's bark rang out steady as lightning lit the room. Emma clutched William's hand, Rex's courage fueling her. You're done, Nathan, she said, voice fierce. Clara's gaze dropped, shame raw. I have proof, she whispered, pulling a USB from her purse. Nathan lunged for it, but Rex snapped, forcing him back. The storm howled, but Rex's stand had cracked open a dark secret, and Willow Creek's truth was about to unfold. The storm's last gusts rattled the Carter Ranch in Willow Creek, Oregon, leaving a damp chill in the morning air. Emma Carter, 38, stood in the kitchen, her long brown hair tied back, sweater and jeans rumpled from a sleepless night. Her hands gripped a chipped mug, coffee cold, her mind replaying the chaos. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, tackling her brother Nathan to protect their father, William, bruised and frail in his wheelchair. Clara's USB, proof of Nathan's abuse and forged land deals, burned in Emma's pocket. Rex lay at her feet, black and tan fur still damp, amber eyes tracking every sound, his bandaged paw a badge of his stand. William's words, Nathan stealing the land, cut deep, a betrayal Emma hadn't seen coming. Rex, you knew, she murmured, kneeling to stroke his fur. He whined, nudging her hand, his loyalty a lifeline. The ranch, her family's legacy, was slipping away, and Nathan, 45, was the thief. Emma's return after 15 years, spurred by Margaret Hayes' call, had cracked open a dark truth. Clara's betrayal of Nathan, her own husband, was a shock, her guilt raw, her proof damning. Emma's heart ached for William, 80, his spirit unbroken despite Nathan's cruelty. Footsteps creaked. Margaret, 70, silver hair neat, dress plain, entered, her face etched with worry. Emma, you okay? She asked, pouring fresh coffee. Emma shook her head. Nathan hurt Dad. How didn't I see it? Rex's ears perked, sensing her pain, his gaze steady. Margaret sighed, sitting. He fooled us all. Your mom, Laura, saw it first. Emma froze. Mom, she's gone. Margaret's eyes dropped. Maybe not. She left Emma, said Nathan was dangerous. Emma's mug clattered, coffee spilling. Left? Not dead? Rex whined, pressing close, his warmth grounding her. Margaret nodded, voice low. Laura vanished after a fight with Nathan. I think she's alive. Emma's mind spun. Her mother gone since she was 23, alive. Why didn't you tell me? She demanded, voice cracking. Margaret's hands trembled. I wasn't sure. Then William got sick, and Nathan. She trailed off, guilt heavy. The door swung open. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, lab coat crisp, stepped in, her vet bag slung over her shoulder. Heard the commotion last night, she said, eyeing Emma. Rex okay? Emma nodded, pointing to his paw. He's tough. Can you check him? Sarah knelt, examining Rex, who sat still, trusting. Brave boy, she said, smiling. Just a sprain. He'll heal. Rex's tail flicked, his presence easing the tension. Sarah glanced up. Nathan's trouble, Emma. I saw bruises on William at the clinic. Didn't know it was him. Emma's fists clenched. He's selling the ranch to Agricorp, forging Dad's name. Sarah's eyes widened. That's why he's pushing William's dementia story. Rex growled, low, staring at the window. Emma followed his gaze. A black SUV idled down the road, too far to identify. Nathan's watching, she whispered, heart racing. Margaret stood, peering out. He's got the sheriff in his pocket. Emma's blood chilled. Sheriff Tate? Sarah pulled a vial from her bag, voice grim. Found this in William's meds. Sedatives unprescribed. Keeps him weak. Emma's fury surged. He's drugging Dad. Rex's hackles rose, his snarl fierce as if he understood. Margaret gasped. That's why William's so out of it. Emma grabbed Clara's USB, her voice hard. This proves Nathan's fraud. We need to move. Sarah nodded. I know a lawyer, Emma. Let's get this to her. A crash echoed from the living room. Emma bolted, Rex ahead, barking furiously. William's wheelchair was tipped, his frail body slumped on the floor, Nathan looming over him, suit rumpled, face red. You told her, he roared, fist raised. Rex lunged, slamming Nathan against the wall, teeth grazing his arm. Nathan yelped, stumbling. Get that dog off! Emma rushed to William, heart pounding. Dad, you okay? William's eyes fluttered, voice faint. He pushed me. Margaret and Sarah burst in, Margaret dialing 911. Nathan, you're done! Emma shouted, helping William up. Nathan shoved Rex, scrambling for the door. You'll regret this, Emma, Rex barked, chasing him to the porch, stopping short as Nathan's SUV peeled out. Emma's knees shook, Rex returning to her side, his warmth a shield. Good boy, she whispered, tears burning. William gripped her hand, voice stronger. He wants it all, Em. The land, the money. Sarah's phone buzzed, a text, unknown. Leave, or the dog dies. Emma's blood froze, showing Sarah. He's desperate. Margaret's voice trembled. Clara's proof, it's enough to bury him. Emma clutched the USB, Rex's growl a vow. We're not running, she said fierce. Rex started this. We're ending it. The ranch creaked under the fading storm, but Nathan's shadow lingered, and Willow Creek's secrets were just beginning to unravel. The dawn light filtered through the fog over Willow Creek, Oregon, casting a pale glow on the Carter Ranch's weathered barns. Emma Carter, 38, stood in the cramped living room, her long brown hair loose, sweater and jeans rumpled from a sleepless night. Her heart pounded, the image of her father, William, slumped on the floor, pushed by her brother Nathan, searing her mind. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sat vigilant beside her, black and tan fur sleek, amber eyes sharp, his bandaged paw a reminder of his fierce stand against Nathan. Clara's USB, proof of Nathan's abuse and forged land deals with Agricorp, was tucked in Emma's pocket, its weight a promise of justice. The threatening text, leave or the dog dies. And Dr. Sarah Nguyen's discovery of sedatives in William's meds fueled Emma's fury. William, 80, rested in a recliner, his white hair thin, flannel shirt loose, his bruised wrist a silent accusation. He's okay now, Sarah, 35, short black hair, lab coat crisp, said, checking his pulse. But those sedatives, they're why he's weak. Emma's fists clenched. Nathan's keeping him docile. Rex whined, nudging William's hand, his loyalty a steady pulse. Margaret Hayes, 70, silver hair neat, hovered nearby, her voice shaky. Nathan's always been cruel, Emma. Your mom saw it. Emma's chest tightened. Mom's alive? Margaret nodded, eyes heavy. Laura left to protect you. Nathan threatened her. Rex's ears perked, sensing Emma's shock, his gaze steady. Sarah stood grim. We need that USB to a lawyer. Nathan's not stopping. The front door creaked. Sheriff Tate, 55, badge glinting, stepped in, face stern. Heard about last night, he said, eyeing William. Nathan says you attacked him, Emma. Emma's jaw dropped. He pushed Dad. Rex stopped him. Tate's eyes flicked to Rex, who growled, hackles up, standing protectively by William. That dog's trouble, Tate said. Nathan wants him gone. Emma stepped forward, furious. Nathan's abusing Dad. Check his bruises. Tate sighed, dismissive. William's confused. Dementia's common. Sarah held up the sedative vial. This isn't dementia, Sheriff. It's drugging. Tate's face twitched, but he waved it off. Need more than a vial, Doc. Bring proof. He turned to leave, but Rex barked, sharp, blocking his path, his presence a challenge. Emma's blood boiled. You're in Nathan's pocket! Tate's eyes narrowed. Watch it, Emma. Nathan's got friends. He stormed out, the SUV outside roaring away. Emma's knees shook, Rex pressing close, his warmth grounding her. He's covering for him, she hissed. Margaret's voice trembled. Tate's been cozy with Nathan for years. Sarah grabbed her bag. My lawyer friend Rachel can use the USB. Let's go. A thud came from the porch. Emma spun, Rex bolting, barking furiously. A brick lay amid shattered glass, a note tied to it. Back off, or William's next. Emma's heart raced, snatching the note, showing Sarah. Nathan's desperate, Sarah said, voice tight. William's voice rasped, faint but firm. He'll do anything, Em. Save the land. Rex's growl rumbled, his eyes locked on the window, sensing danger in the fog. Footsteps shuffled. Lucas Reed, 50, the ranch's former manager, appeared, his brown hair graying, flannel worn. His face was pale, eyes darting. Heard the crash, he said, voice low. Emma's suspicion flared. Lucas had stayed silent too long. You knew Nathan was hurting Dad, didn't you? She accused, clutching the USB. Rex's snarl backed her, his stance fierce. Lucas flinched, guilt raw. I suspected. Nathan threatened my family if I talked. Sarah crossed her arms. Why now, Lucas? He pulled a crumpled photo from his pocket. William, beaten, Nathan looming. Found this in the barn, he said, voice breaking. Couldn't stay quiet. Emma's stomach dropped, taking the photo, her fury surging. You could have stopped him. Rex's bark echoed, a call to action, his loyalty fueling her. Lucas hung his head. I'm sorry, Emma. I'll help now. Her phone buzzed, a call from an unknown number. Emma answered, heart pounding. Leave Willow Creek, a distorted voice hissed, or Rex is first. The line went dead. Emma's hands shook, showing Sarah. They're everywhere. Rex pressed against her, his growl a vow, his strength unwavering. Margaret whispered, Nathan's got Agricorp's money. He's untouchable. Emma's eyes blazed. Not to Rex. Sarah's voice was sharp. We need to move William. He's not safe here. Emma nodded, helping William to a bedroom, Rex guarding the door. Stay with him, boy, she said. Rex sat, vigilant, his presence a shield. In the kitchen, Emma plugged the USB into her laptop, files loading, forged deeds, Agricorp payments, Nathan's signature. It's enough, Sarah said, texting Rachel. She'll meet us tonight. Margaret's eyes widened. Nathan's office. He keeps records there. A car engine roared outside. Emma peered through the blinds. Clara, 42, Nathan's wife, blonde hair messy, dress wrinkled, stepping from a sedan. Emma, she called, voice frantic, clutching a folder. Emma opened the door, cautious, Rex growling softly. What do you want? Clara's eyes were red, guilt raw. More proof, she said, handing over the folder. Bank statements, Nathan's secret accounts. I can't live with this anymore. Emma's jaw dropped. You're turning on him? Clara's voice broke. He's a monster. I didn't know how bad until... William. Rex's growl softened, sensing her truth, his trust tentative. Sarah scanned the statements, eyes wide. This ties Nathan to Agricorp's CEO. We've got him. Emma's hope surged, but headlights flashed. Nathan's SUV screeching up. He's back, Margaret gasped. Rex barked, fierce, rushing to the window, ready to fight. Emma grabbed the folder, heart hammering. Hide, William. Sarah and Margaret rushed to the bedroom while Clara froze, trembling. He'll kill me, she whispered. Emma gripped her arm, fierce. Not if Rex stops him. The door burst open, Nathan storming in, suit disheveled, eyes wild. "Clara, you traitor!" he roared, lunging. Rex leaped, pinning him to the floor, snarling, a guardian's wrath unleashed. Emma's resolve hardened. Nathan's reign was crumbling, and Rex's courage was lighting the way. The midday fog clung to Willow Creek, Oregon, shrouding the Carter Ranch in a damp haze that muffled the world. Emma Carter, 38, stood in the barn's loft, her long brown hair tied back, sweater and jeans streaked with dust. Her heart raced. Nathan's betrayal, abusing their father, William, and forging land deals with Agricorp, burning in her mind. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sniffed the hay-strewn floor, black and tan fur bristling, amber eyes sharp, his bandaged paw barely slowing him. Clara's USB and bank statements, proof of Nathan's crimes, were hidden in Emma's jacket, but the brick through the window and the threatening texts, "Leave or the dog dies," kept her on edge. William, 80, was safe in a bedroom, guarded by Margaret, but Nathan's return last night, stopped only by Rex's fierce stand, proved he was desperate. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, lab coat swapped for a flannel, climbed the ladder, her face grim. "Rachel's ready to take the USB," she said, voice low, "but Nathan's got eyes everywhere." Emma nodded, clutching the jacket. "He's drugging Dad, Sarah." "Sedatives," Rex whined, nudging her leg, his loyalty a steady anchor. Sarah's eyes darkened. "Explains William's fog." "We need more evidence." Emma's gaze flicked to the loft's window. A black SUV idled down the road, Nathan's men. "They're watching," she whispered, fear spiking. Rex's ears perked, a low growl rumbling. "What's up, boy?" Emma asked, following his stare to a trapdoor under the hay. He pawed it, barking sharply. Sarah knelt, prying it open, revealing a dusty box, William's old files. "Jackpot," Sarah muttered, pulling out a ledger. Emma flipped it open. Dates, payments, Agricorp's logo, Nathan's forged signatures. "He's been at this for years," she hissed, heart pounding. Rex's nose twitched, barking again, alerting to footsteps outside. "Someone's coming," Sarah whispered, shoving the ledger into her bag. The barn door creaked. Lucas Reed, 50, the ranch's former manager, stepped in, brown hair graying, flannel worn, his face tense. "Emma, I heard you were here," he said, eyes darting. Rex's growl deepened, his stance protective, sensing Lucas's unease. Emma's suspicion flared. Lucas's silence about Nathan's abuse was damning. "What do you want?" she snapped, hand on her concealed pistol. Lucas raised his hands. "I'm helping. Found something in Nathan's office, a camera feed showing William's room." Emma's blood froze. "He's spying on Dad?" Sarah's jaw clenched. "Sick bastard!" Rex's bark was fierce, his eyes locked on Lucas as if weighing his truth. Lucas pulled a flash drive from his pocket, voice shaky. "It's got footage. Nathan hitting William." I couldn't stay quiet. Emma took it, her fury mixing with doubt. "Why now, Lucas? You knew." Lucas's gaze dropped. Guilt raw. "Nathan threatened my kids. I was scared." Sarah plugged the flash drive into her phone, footage loading, grainy but clear. Nathan shoving William, yelling, bruises forming. Emma's tears burned, her voice breaking. "How could he?" Rex pressed close, his whine a vow, his strength fueling her. Sarah's voice was steel. "This buries him." But Rex's head snapped up, barking furiously at the loft's window. A red laser dot danced on the wall. A sniper. "Down!" Emma yelled, tackling Sarah, the ledger flying. A bullet splintered the wood, inches from Rex. Lucas dove, grabbing the ledger as Rex leaped, snarling toward the window, glass shattering. "He's outside!" Emma shouted, crawling to the trapdoor, pistol drawn. Sarah fired a warning shot, the laser vanishing. "They're running!" she hissed, peering out. Rex returned, panting, a scrap of black fabric in his teeth, torn from the sniper's sleeve. "Good boy," Emma said, heart hammering, taking the fabric. Nathan's hired muscle. Lucas clutched the ledger, voice trembling. I know where he keeps more. His office in town. Emma's eyes blazed. We're going. Sarah nodded, grabbing her bag. Rachel needs this now. They scrambled down the ladder, Rex leading, his barks guiding through the fog. Outside, the SUV was gone, but tire tracks cut the mud. They'll be back, Lucas said, grim. Emma's phone buzzed. A text from Margaret. Nathan's at the house. Hurry. Her stomach dropped. He's after Dad. Sarah floored her truck, Emma clutching Rex, the flash drive heavy in her hand. At Nathan's office, a sleek building in Willow Creek Center, Emma pried a side door, Rex sniffing for threats. The air was stale, papers strewn across a desk. Search fast, Sarah whispered, booting Nathan's computer. Emma found a locked drawer, Rex pawing it, barking. She broke it open. A journal. Laura's handwriting. Nathan's stealing. He'll destroy us. I'm leaving to protect Emma. Emma's breath caught, tears falling. Mom knew, she whispered, clutching the journal. Rex's growl rumbled, alerting to footsteps. Clara, 42, blonde hair disheveled, dress crumpled, slipping in. Emma, I'm sorry, Clara said, voice breaking, holding a burner phone. Nathan's meeting AgriCorp tonight. I recorded him. Emma's jaw dropped. You're risking everything. Clara's eyes glistened. William's family. I was blind. Rex's tail flicked, sensing her truth, his trust growing. Sarah pulled up emails. Nathan with AgriCorp's CEO, R.S. Vaughn, planning to seize the ranch's water rights. Vaughn's the puppet master, Sarah hissed. Emma's pulse spiked. Bigger than Nathan? A crash echoed outside, glass shattering. Rex bolted, barking furiously as headlights flooded the office. It's Nathan, Clara gasped, cowering. Emma grabbed the journal, heart pounding. Out the back, Sarah yelled, firing at the door, bullets sparking. Rex led, weaving through alleys, Clara stumbling, the burner phone slipping. Emma caught it, Rex's barks a beacon in the fog. He'll kill us, Clara sobbed. Emma gripped her arm, fierce. Not with Rex here. They reached Sarah's truck, Nathan's SUV roaring close. Emma's phone buzzed, another text. You're next. Her blood chilled, but Rex's snarl fueled her. Drive, she shouted, Sarah peeling out. Clara clutched the phone, voice shaky. The recording, it's Vaughn ordering Nathan to silence William. Emma's resolve hardened. We're taking them down. Rex's gaze was steady, his courage afire, as Willow Creek's secrets unraveled, one damning file at a time. The late afternoon fog blanketed Willow Creek, Oregon, muffling the hum of the town as tension crackled like static. Emma Carter, 38, stood in the town hall's packed meeting room, her long brown hair pulled back, sweater and jeans creased from a sleepless chase. Her heart pounded. Nathan's betrayal, abusing their father, William, and forging land deals with AgriCorp burning her resolve. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sat at her side, black and tan fur sleek, amber eyes sharp, his bandaged paw a badge of his stand against Nathan's men. Clara's USB, Laura's journal, and the burner phone recording, proof of Nathan's crimes with AgriCorp's CEO, R.S. Vaughn, weighed heavy in Emma's backpack. The sniper's bullet, Nathan's threats, you're next. And the camera feed of William's abuse fueled her fury. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, flannel swapped for a jacket, stood nearby, her phone ready to live stream. You sure about this? She whispered, eyeing the crowd. Farmers, shopkeepers, Nathan's allies. Emma nodded, clutching the USB. Nathan's done, Rex whined, nudging her leg, his loyalty a steady pulse. William, 80, was hidden at Margaret's house, guarded by Lucas Reed, safe from Nathan's reach. Clara Bennett, 42, Nathan's wife, hovered behind, blonde hair messy, guilt etched on her face after turning on her husband. Margaret Hayes, 70, silver hair neat, squeezed Emma's arm. "You've got this." Mayor Evans, 60, banged the gavel, his voice booming. "Order. Emma Carter's here to speak." Murmurs rippled. Nathan's charm had sway. Emma stepped to the podium, heart racing. "Willow Creek, my brother Nathan's stealing our ranch," she said, voice clear. "He's forging Dad's name, selling to AgriCorp." The crowd gasped, some scoffing. "Lies!" a farmer shouted. Rex barked, sharp, silencing doubters, his presence fierce. Emma held up the USB. "Proofs here. Forged deeds, secret accounts." Nathan strode in, suit crisp, dark hair slick, his smile cold. "Emma's delusional," he said, voice smooth. "Dad's sick. She's stirring trouble." Emma's fists clenched. "You're drugging him, Nathan. Beating him." She played the camera feed on a projector, Nathan shoving William, bruises blooming. The crowd hushed, horrified. Rex's growl rumbled, his eyes locked on Nathan, daring him to lie. Sarah live-streamed, comments surging. "Save William! Rex is a hero!" Nathan's face paled. "That's fake," he snapped, but his voice cracked. Sheriff Tate, 55, badge glinting, stood, his face grim. "Need more than a video, Emma." Emma's blood boiled. "You're bought, Tate." She tossed Clara's burner phone to Sarah, who played the recording, Vaughn's voice ordering Nathan to silence William. The crowd roared, anger rising. Nathan lunged for the phone, but Rex leaped, snarling, forcing him back. "Control that dog!" Nathan yelled, sweat beading. Clara stepped forward, voice shaking. "It's true, I gave her the proof. Nathan's a monster." Emma's jaw dropped. Clara's public stand was a gut punch to Nathan. The mayor's face hardened. "Nathan, explain." Nathan's eyes darted. Trapped. "She's lying." "Clara's unstable." Clara's tears fell, but her voice held. "I was scared, but William's family. I'm done hiding." Rex's growl softened, his trust in Clara solid, sensing her redemption. Sarah's stream exploded. "Clara's a hero! Bust Nathan!" Emma pulled out Laura's journal, voice fierce. "Mom knew Nathan's greed. She left to protect us." The crowd murmured, Laura alive. Tate shifted, uneasy. "That's speculation, Emma." A crash echoed, glass shattering at the hall's rear. Rex bolted, barking furiously as smoke poured in. A grenade. "Get down!" Emma yelled, shoving Clara behind the podium. The crowd screamed, scattering. Sarah fired her pistol, shattering a window, smoke swirling. Rex weaved through the chaos, snarling at a masked figure slipping out. Emma grabbed the USB, heart hammering. "Nathan's men!" Lucas burst in, brown hair wild, flannel torn. "They're after William," he shouted, panting. Emma's blood froze. "Dad's at Margaret's." Sarah grabbed her phone, still streaming. "Willow Creek, Nathan's attacking us," she yelled, comments roaring. "Save the ranch." Emma's eyes met Lucas's. "You knew where Dad was?" Lucas flinched, guilt raw. "Nathan threatened my kids." "I told him." Emma's fury surged. "You betrayed us?" Rex's bark was fierce, standing between Lucas and Emma, his loyalty unwavering. Lucas's voice broke. "I'm sorry, I'll fix it. Margaret's house, Nathan's there now." Emma grabbed Clara's arm. "Stay here." Clara shook her head, tears falling. "I'm coming. I owe William." Sarah ended the stream, voice sharp. "Let's move." They piled into Sarah's truck, Rex leaping in, his barks guiding through the fog. Emma clutched the journal, Laura's words echoing. "Nathan will destroy us. He won't win," she hissed, Rex's warmth fueling her. Lucas sat silent, shame heavy. "Nathan's office has more files on Vaughn," he muttered. Sarah's eyes narrowed. "You're with us now, Lucas." "Don't screw it up." At Margaret's house, a modest cottage, lights blazed, the door ajar. Emma's heart stopped. William's wheelchair lay tipped, Margaret cowering, Nathan looming, a gun in hand. "Where's the USB?" he roared. Rex charged, slamming Nathan against the wall, gun skittering. William, frail but defiant, rasped, "Emma, run!" Emma rushed to him, tears burning. "I'm not leaving you." Sarah fired a warning shot, pinning Nathan's men outside. Clara grabbed the gun, trembling. "It's over, Nathan." Nathan laughed, cold. "Vaughn's bigger than me." "You're dead." Rex's snarl was a vow, his teeth inches from Nathan's throat. Emma's phone buzzed. A text. "Give it up, or Laura's next." Her blood chilled, showing Sarah. "Mom's alive?" Sarah's voice was grim. "They're baiting us." Emma clutched William's hand, Rex's courage afire. "We're ending this," she said, voice fierce. The fog thickened, but Rex's stand had lit a spark, and Willow Creek's truth was ready to burn. The dusk fog rolled thick over Willow Creek, Oregon, cloaking the Carter Ranch in a ghostly veil as rain pattered on its tin roofs. Emma Carter, 38, crouched in the root cellar beneath the main house, her long brown hair damp under a cap, sweater and jeans soaked from their desperate flight from Margaret's cottage. Her heart pounded, the image of Nathan, gun in hand, threatening William, searing her mind. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, pressed close, black and tan fur matted, amber eyes sharp, his bandaged paw steady despite their ordeal. Clara's USB, Laura's journal, the burner phone recording, and Lucas's ledger, proof of Nathan's abuse and Agricorp fraud, were stuffed in Emma's backpack, a lifeline against Nathan's wrath. The text, "Give it up, or Laura's next," and the sniper at the town hall meant danger was closing in. William, 80, sat propped against a crate, his white hair thin, flannel shirt torn, his breathing shallow from sedatives. "You're safe now, Dad," Emma whispered, squeezing his hand. He nodded, eyes clouded but defiant. "Find your mom, Em," Rex whined, licking William's fingers, his loyalty a beacon. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, jacket torn, checked William's pulse, her voice low. "He's stable, but we need to move him." Clara Bennett, 42, Nathan's wife, blonde hair disheveled, clutched a flashlight, guilt raw after turning on Nathan. "He's hunting us," she said, voice trembling. Lucas Reed, 50, brown hair graying, flannel bloodied from a graze, guarded the cellar door, his face grim. "Nathan's men are circling," he muttered, shame heavy for leaking William's location. Emma's fury simmered, but Rex's trust in Lucas, nudging his leg, kept her focused. "You're with us now?" she said, voice hard. Rex's ears perked, growling low, nose twitching at the trapdoor above. "He's here," Sarah hissed, drawing her pistol. Emma's heart raced, gripping her own gun, Rex's snarl a vow to protect. Footsteps thudded overhead, heavy, deliberate. "Carter!" Nathan's voice roared, muffled by the floor. "Give me the files or this place burns!" Emma's blood froze, William's hand tightening on hers. "Don't, Em," he rasped. Rex barked, fierce, standing under the trapdoor, his body a shield. Clara sobbed, dropping the flashlight, its beam spinning wildly. "He'll kill us." Sarah grabbed her arm, sharp. "Stay strong, Clara, we've got Rex." Lucas cracked the door, peering up. 2 men with him, armed. A crash echoed, glass shattering, gasoline's acrid stench seeping through. "He's not bluffing," Lucas whispered, panic flashing. Emma's mind raced. Nathan's desperation was a wildfire, and they were trapped. Rex's growl deepened, his nose sniffing a crate in the corner. "What's that, boy?" Emma asked, crawling over. He pawed it, revealing a rusted grate, a tunnel. "Dad's old escape route," she gasped, prying it open, dirt spilling. "Go," Sarah urged, helping William toward it. Nathan's voice boomed. "Last chance, Emma!" A match hissed, flames crackling above. Emma's heart hammered, shoving William into the tunnel, his wheelchair abandoned. "Move, Dad," she said, voice breaking. Rex led, barking, guiding through the dark, roots snagging Emma's jeans. Clara stumbled, sobbing. "I didn't know he'd go this far." Sarah hauled her up, fierce. "You're fixing it now." Lucas covered their rear, gun raised, as smoke seeped in. "They're coming!" he shouted, firing a shot, a man's scream echoing. The tunnel sloped up, ending at a barn's floor. Emma pushed the grate, pine air rushing in. "We're out," she panted, pulling William up, his weight heavy. Rex leaped, sniffing for threats, his barks a beacon. Sarah's phone buzzed, her live stream still active, comments surging. "Save William! Rex is unreal! Willow Creek, Nathan's burning the ranch," she yelled, panning to the smoke rising from the house. Emma's chest tightened, her childhood home aflame. Clara clutched the burner phone, voice shaky. "The recording, Vaughn's orders, it's all here." Emma grabbed it, playing the file, Vaughn's voice, cold. "Silence, the old man. Take the land." William's eyes glistened, pain raw. "He's worse than Nathan." Rex's head snapped up, barking furiously at the barn door. Headlights pierced the fog, Nathan's SUV screeching to a halt. "They found us!" Lucas gasped, shoving the door shut, bullets splintering wood. Emma's heart stopped, Rex lunging, snarling as Nathan's men kicked the door. "Get the files!" Nathan roared, gun raised. Sarah fired, grazing one man who fell, cursing. Clara screamed, cowering, but grabbed a pitchfork, trembling. "I'm done running!" she shouted, swinging it, surprising a gunman. Emma's jaw dropped, Clara fighting back. Rex tackled another, teeth grazing his arm, giving Emma seconds to drag William behind a tractor. Lucas fired, but a bullet hit his shoulder, blood blooming. "Go," he grunted, collapsing. Emma's tears burned, pulling him to cover. "Stay with me, Lucas." Rex's box echoed, relentless, as Nathan stormed in, face twisted. "You're dead, Emma," he yelled, aiming. Rex leaped, slamming Nathan's chest, gun flying. Emma fired, grazing Nathan's leg, dropping him. "It's over," she screamed, Rex pinning him, snarling, a guardian's wrath. Sarah's live stream captured it, comments roaring. "Rex rules. Bust Nathan." Clara zip-tied Nathan, tears falling. "I'm sorry, William," she sobbed. William's voice rasped, faint. "Your family, Clara." Rex's growl softened, his trust in her solid, sensing her redemption. Emma's phone buzzed, a call from Margaret. "Sheriff's coming, hold on." Her hope surged, but Nathan laughed, cold. "Vaughn's bigger than me. You're all done." A new sound, sirens, faint but growing. Tate's cruiser screeched up, his face grim. "Drop your weapons," he barked, deputies flanking. Emma's heart sank. Tate, Nathan's ally? But Sarah held up her phone, streaming live. "Willow Creek, Tate's here. Let's see whose side he's on." Tate hesitated, crowd pressure breaking his loyalty. "Cuff Nathan," he ordered, shocking Emma. "You're done, Carter," Nathan spat, cuffed. "Vaughn'll crush you." Emma clutched the journal, Laura's words, "Protect Emma," echoing. "Mom's alive," she whispered, tears falling. Rex pressed close, his bark a vow, his courage afire. William gripped her hand, voice stronger. "Find her, Em." Sarah ended the stream, voice fierce. "We've got Nathan. Now for Vaughn." Clara stood, head high. "I'll testify." Emma's resolve hardened. Nathan's fall was just the start, and Rex's stand had lit the path to truth. The morning mist hung low over Willow Creek, Oregon, its chill seeping through the cracked windows of a Seattle-bound Greyhound bus. Emma Carter, 38, sat rigid, her long brown hair tucked under a cap, sweater and jeans worn from days of chaos. Her heart thumped, the weight of Nathan's arrest, cuffed after burning the Carter ranch, lifting only slightly. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, lay at her feet, black and tan fur brushed, amber eyes sharp, his bandaged paw healed, but a reminder of his stand against Nathan's men. Clara's USB, Laura's journal, the burner phone recording, and Lucas's ledger, proof of Nathan's abuse and AgriCorp fraud, were safe with Sarah's lawyer, Rachel, but the text, "Give it up or Laura's next," drove Emma here. Her mother, Laura, was alive, hiding in Seattle, and Emma was determined to find her. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, sat across, jacket zipped, her phone buzzing with updates from Willow Creek. "Rachel's filing charges today," she whispered, eyes flicking to Rex. "Nathan's done, but Vaughn's still out there." Emma nodded, clutching Laura's journal, its pages revealing Nathan's greed and Laura's flight to protect the family. "Mom knew," Emma said, voice tight. Rex whined, nudging her knee, his loyalty grounding her. William, 80, was safe with Margaret, recovering, his words, "Find her, Em," echoing in her mind. The bus rolled into Seattle's bustling terminal, rain streaking the windows. "Laura's bookstore, pages past," Emma said, checking a note from the journal. "It's in Pike Place." Sarah's eyes narrowed. "If Vaughn knows it's a trap." Rex's ears perked, sensing the shift, his growl low. Emma's stomach knotted, but she stood, leash in hand. "Rex'll keep us safe." He barked, sharp, ready, his presence a vow. They stepped into the city's damp chaos, Pike Place's fish stalls and neon signs a blur. Pages past was a cozy shop, its wooden sign faded, shelves crammed with old books. Emma pushed the door, bells jingling, Rex sniffing the air, his tail tense. A woman, 60s, silver hair in a bun, looked up from the counter. Laura Carter, her eyes, Emma's eyes, wide with shock. "Emma," she gasped, voice trembling. Emma froze, tears burning. "Mom?" Rex whined, padding forward, nudging Laura's hand, his warmth bridging years of absence. Laura knelt, stroking his fur, tears falling. "You brought him," she said, smiling through pain. Sarah guarded the door, pistol hidden, scanning the street. "We don't have long," she whispered. Emma rushed to Laura, hugging her tight, the journal heavy in her hand. "Why'd you leave?" she choked, pain raw. Laura's voice broke. "Nathan. He threatened to ruin us. Forged papers, stole from your dad. I left to protect you." Rex's growl rumbled, his eyes locked on the window, sensing a threat. Emma's heart raced. "He's in jail, Mom. We have proof, your journal, Clara's files." Laura's face paled. "Clara turned on him?" Sarah nodded, grim. "She's testifying, but AgriCorp's CEO, Vaughn, is after us." Rex barked, sharp, darting to the back, sniffing a curtained door. "What's back there?" Emma asked, pulse spiking. Laura hesitated, eyes darting. "Storage." "But I've been watched." Sarah drew her gun, voice low. "Stay here." She slipped behind the curtain, Rex following, his barks echoing. A crash rang out, glass shattering. Emma grabbed Laura, diving behind the counter, heart hammering. "They're here," she hissed. Rex burst back, snarling, dragging a man in black, his arm bloodied. Sarah fired, pinning another in the alley, bullets sparking. "Vaughn's men," she shouted, live-streaming on her phone. "Seattle, Rex caught AgriCorp's hitmen." Comments surged. "Go Rex! Save Laura!" Laura clutched Emma, trembling. "I thought I'd escaped them." The man Rex pinned groaned, spitting blood. "Vaughn knows," he rasped. "You're all dead." Emma's blood froze, but Rex's snarl fueled her. "Where's Vaughn?" she demanded, gun raised. The man laughed, cold. "Closer than you think." Sarah zip-tied him, voice sharp. "Feds are coming!" But headlights flashed. A black SUV screeched up, doors slamming. "More!" Emma gasped, pulling Laura toward the back. Rex led, barking, weaving through stacks of books, his instincts razor-sharp. They reached a fire exit, rain pouring outside. "Go!" Sarah yelled, firing to cover them. Emma shoved Laura out, Rex guarding their flank, but a figure loomed. Nathan, free, suit torn, gun raised. "You thought jail would hold me?" he snarled, aiming at Emma. Laura screamed, "No!" Rex charged, slamming Nathan's legs, gun firing wild, the bullet grazing a wall. Emma tackled Nathan, wrestling the gun, her fury unleashed. "You hurt Dad," she roared, punching his jaw. Nathan grunted, shoving her off, but Rex pinned him, teeth inches from his throat. Sarah rushed up, cuffing Nathan, her live stream capturing it. "Willow Creek? Nathan's down," she yelled, comments roaring. "Rex rules." Laura hugged Emma, sobbing. "I'm so sorry, Em." Emma's tears fell, relief crashing. "You're here now, Mom." Feds swarmed in, led by Agent Torres, 40, badge flashing. "Nathan Carter, you're under arrest again," he said, hauling him up. Nathan spat. "Vaughn'll bury you," Torres smirked. "We've got Clara's files." "Vaughn's next." Emma's heart leaped, but Laura's voice trembled. "Vaughn's got a mole in Willow Creek." Emma's blood chilled, meeting Sarah's eyes. "Someone local?" Rex's growl rumbled, sensing the unseen threat, his stance fierce. Torres took Laura's statement, her voice steady. "I ran to save my family. Nathan forged everything, land, money." Emma clutched the journal. Laura's words, "Protect Emma, a vow kept." "You're safe now," she said, hugging her. Rex pressed close, his bark a promise, his courage a shield. Sarah ended the stream, grinning. "Rex just saved another Carter." Laura knelt, stroking Rex. "You're my hero, boy." His tail flicked, proud. As Feds secured the shop, Emma's phone buzzed. A text from Margaret. "William's asking for Laura." Her heart swelled, but Torres's voice cut through. "We found a burner on Nathan. Calls to a Willow Creek number. Someone's still out there." Emma's stomach dropped. "Vaughn's mole?" Rex's ears perked, barking at the alley where a shadow vanished in the rain. Sarah's eyes blazed. "We're not done." Emma gripped Laura's hand, Rex's strength her guide. The fight wasn't over, but Rex had brought them this far, and Seattle's truth was theirs to claim. The early evening sun broke through the clouds over Willow Creek, Oregon, casting golden rays across the Carter Ranch, its charred main house a stark reminder of Nathan's betrayal. Emma Carter, 38, stood on the rebuilt porch, her long brown hair loose, a clean sweater and jeans replacing her battle-worn clothes. Her heart swelled with fragile hope, the reunion with her mother, Laura, in Seattle still vivid. Laura's tearful embrace, Rex's heroic stand against Nathan's final ambush. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sat proud beside her, black and tan fur gleaming, amber eyes calm, his healed paw a badge of courage. Nathan was in federal custody, his abuse of William and Agricorp fraud exposed by Clara's USB, Laura's journal, and Sarah's live streams. But the burner phone's call log, a mole in Willow Creek tied to Agricorp's CEO, R.S. Vaughn, kept Emma's nerves taut. William Carter, 80, sat in a new wheelchair, his white hair neat, flannel shirt crisp, his bruised wrists fading. "You did it, Em," he said, voice stronger, free of sedatives. Emma knelt, tears pricking. "We did, Dad." Rex nudged William's hand, whining, his loyalty a steady pulse. Laura Carter, 60s, silver hair soft, stood beside him, her eyes, Emma's eyes, bright with gratitude. "I never thought I'd see this porch again," she said, voice soft. Emma gripped her hand, the journal's words, "Protect Emma, a vow kept. Doctor." Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, leaned on the railing, her jacket open, phone buzzing with live stream comments. "Rex rules. Save the ranch. Town's calling Rex a hero," she said, grinning. Emma smiled, ruffling Rex's fur. "He is." Clara Bennett, 42, Nathan's ex-wife, blonde hair pinned, stood quietly, her role in exposing Nathan earning cautious trust. Margaret Hayes, 70, silver hair neat, clapped from a chair. "Willow Creek's proud, Emma. Lucas Reed, 50, brown hair graying, flannel clean, nodded, his redemption sealed by protecting William. The porch buzzed, neighbors gathering, banners reading, Carter Strong fluttering. Sheriff Tate, 55, badge glinting, approached, his loyalty to Nathan broken by public pressure. "Feds are closing in on Vaughn," he said, voice gruff. Clara's files helped. Emma's eyes narrowed. "And the mole?" Tate shifted, uneasy, still digging. Rex's ears perked, a low growl rumbling, his gaze locked on the crowd. Emma's pulse spiked. Someone was watching. Laura stepped forward, voice clear. "Willow Creek. I left to save my family," she said, addressing the neighbors. "Nathan broke us, but Emma and Rex brought us back." Cheers erupted, phones flashing, Sarah streaming live. "Rex saved the Carters," she yelled, comments surging. "Legend." Emma took the mic, heart racing. "This ranch is ours again, thanks to Rex." She pinned a medal on his collar. "Willow Creek hero." Rex barked, proud, the crowd roaring, some crying. Clara approached, head low. "I'm sorry, William," she said, tears falling. "I let Nathan blind me." William's gaze softened, forgiving. "You stood up, Clara." "That's enough." Rex's tail flicked, his trust in her solid, sensing her heart. Lucas handed Emma a deed, William's land, now a community trust. "No more AgriCorp," he said, voice steady. Emma's chest tightened, pride swelling. "For Dad," she said, hugging him. Sarah's stream captured it, comments roaring. "Family wins." A commotion stirred at the crowd's edge. Emma turned, heart skipping, Rex's growl deepening. A man, 50s, tailored suit, gray hair slick, pushed through. Victor Klein, Vaughn's lawyer. "Sheriff Tate," he called, voice smug. "Nathan's charges won't stick." "Evidence is shaky." The crowd hissed, anger flaring. Emma stepped forward, furious. "We've got recordings, Klein." "Nathan's done," Rex barked, fierce, standing tall, his presence a challenge. Tate crossed his arms. "Feds disagree, Klein." "Clara's testifying." Klein smirked, unyielding. "Vaughn's untouchable." He turned, but Rex bolted, weaving through the crowd, snarling at a parked truck. "What's he got?" Emma yelled, sprinting after, Sarah and Tate following. Rex pawed the door, barking furiously. Tate ripped it open, pistol drawn, revealing a woman 40s, red hair, scrambling to hide a laptop. "Freeze!" he shouted, cuffing her. "Ellen Morse, Vaughn's fixer," Tate said, shocking Emma. The crowd gasped, Sarah streaming. "Willow Creek, Rex caught the mole," Morse spat, cuffed. "You're nothing, Carter." Emma's eyes blazed, clutching Rex. "We're enough." The laptop glowed. Emails linking Morse to Vaughn, Nathan, and a plan to seize Willow Creek's water rights. Sarah's stream surged. Rex strikes again. Laura hugged Emma, tears falling. "You saved us, Em." William smiled, weak but proud. "Rex did, Laura." Clara stepped up, voice soft. "I found Morse's name in Nathan's safe." "Didn't know she was here." Emma's trust in her grew. "Your family now." Margaret's voice trembled. "Laura, stay." Laura nodded, tears bright. "I'm home." Rex pressed against Emma, his bark a vow, his courage a fire. Sarah's phone buzzed. "Dr. Cole, the vet." "William's walking, Emma," she said, warm. "Rex's visits are magic." Emma's tears fell, relief crashing. "He's strong like Rex." Lucas lingered, guilt eased. "I let William down," he said low. Emma met his gaze, firm. "You fought for him." "That's enough." The ranch hummed with life, but Morse's arrest sparked a new dread. Vaughn's network ran deeper. Tate's radio crackled. "Found a burner on Morse. Calls to Portland." "Vaughn's close." Emma's heart skipped, but William's resolve steadied her. "We'll get him," he said, gripping Laura's hand. Sarah ended the stream, grinning. Rex's statues funded. Emma knelt, ruffling Rex's fur. "You're our hero, boy." Rex's whine was gentle, his mission etched in Willow Creek's soul. A glint in the pines caught Emma's eye, a lens faint but unmistakable. "Sarah, look," she hissed, pointing. Rex growled, staring into the woods, his instincts flaring. Tate nodded, radioing deputies. "Check the perimeter." Emma's fear returned, Vaughn's shadow looming. Sarah's eyes met hers, a vow sealed. "For William, we keep going," she said, firm. Rex's gaze was unwavering, ready for the next fight, as Willow Creek stood united, their hero dog's legacy a shield against the darkness. The late afternoon sun dipped low over Willow Creek, Oregon, painting the town square in hues of amber and rose, a stark contrast to the tension simmering beneath its calm facade. Emma Carter, 38, stood on a makeshift stage, her long brown hair loose, a clean sweater and jeans reflecting the quiet strength she'd found. Her heart thumped, the weight of recent victories, Nathan's arrest, Laura's return, and the exposure of Agricorp's fraud, tempered by the lingering threat of R.S. Vaughn, the mastermind behind it all. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sat tall beside her, black and tan fur gleaming, amber eyes vigilant, his healed paw a testament to his relentless courage. The town's cheers still echoed from the rally where Rex had uncovered Ellen Morse, Vaughn's fixer, cementing his legend. William Carter, 80, sat nearby in his wheelchair, white hair neat, flannel shirt crisp, his eyes bright with renewed vigor. Laura Carter, 60s, silver hair soft, stood beside him, her hand on his shoulder, their reunion a beacon of hope. "You've given us a miracle, Em," William said, voice steady. Emma smiled, tears pricking. "Rex did, Dad, Doctor." Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, leaned against a post, her phone buzzing with live stream comments. "Rex forever. Willow Creek's hero." Clara Bennett, 42, blonde hair pinned, stood humbly, her testimony against Nathan earning redemption. Margaret Hayes, 70, silver hair neat, clapped from the crowd, her faith in Emma unwavering. Lucas Reed, 50, brown hair graying, flannel pressed, nodded, his courage restored. The square pulsed with life, banners reading "Rex saves," fluttering, kids waving signs. "Top dog." Mayor Evans, 60, took the mic, voice warm. "Willow Creek, we honor Emma Carter, Laura, William, and Rex," he said. "They stopped a tyrant and saved our land." Cheers erupted, Emma blushing, Rex barking, his pride palpable. Evans handed Emma a plaque, Carter Legacy Award. She knelt, pinning it to Rex's collar. "This is yours, boy," she said, voice clear. "You brought us home." Rex's bark rang out, the crowd roaring, some wiping tears. Sarah streamed live, comments flooding. "Unreal. Rex rules." "Folks, Rex showed us truth beats greed," she said, voice vibrant. A reporter approached. "Emma, what's next?" Emma grinned, steady. "Rebuild the ranch, protect our town," the reporter nodded. "For Willow Creek?" Emma's eyes swept the crowd. "Stand together." Rex taught us that. Applause thundered, phones flashing, the moment viral. Laura stepped up, voice soft. "I ran to save my family. Rex brought me back." The crowd hushed, moved, Sarah's stream surging. "Family reunited." Clara's voice trembled, addressing the crowd. "I was blind to Nathan's cruelty," she said, tears falling. "Rex opened my eyes." William nodded, forgiving. "You're here now, Clara." Rex's tail flicked, his trust in her solid, sensing her heart. Lucas handed Emma a letter, William's will, updated to protect the ranch. "No one's taking it," he said, firm. Emma's chest tightened, pride swelling. "For Mom and Dad," she said, hugging him. A commotion broke the calm. Emma turned, heart racing, Rex's growl deepening. A man, 50s sleek suit, gray hair, pushed through. R.S. Vaughn himself, AgriCorp's CEO, his face a mask of calm. "Sheriff Tate," he called, voice smooth. "This rally's a farce. Nathan's innocent." The crowd gasped, anger flaring. Emma stepped forward, furious. "We've got proof, Vaughn. You're done." Rex barked, fierce, standing tall, his presence a challenge. Tate, badge glinting, blocked Vaughn. "Feds have your emails, Vaughn. Game's up." Vaughn's smile was ice. "You've got nothing." He turned, but Rex bolted, weaving through the crowd, snarling at a parked van. "What's he got?" Emma yelled, sprinting after, Sarah and Tate following. Rex pawed the door, barking furiously. Tate ripped it open, pistol drawn, revealing a man, 40s, bald, scrambling to hide a burner phone. "Freeze!" Tate shouted, cuffing him. "Paul Granger, Vaughn's enforcer," Tate said, shocking Emma. The crowd roared, Sarah streaming. "Willow Creek! Rex caught Vaughn's right hand!" Granger spat, cuffed. "Vaughn's untouchable." Emma's eyes blazed, clutching Rex. "Not to us." The phone glowed. Texts to Vaughn, ordering Morse's hit on William. Sarah's stream surged. "Rex strikes again." Vaughn's face paled, his calm cracking. "You're finished," Emma said, voice fierce. Tate cuffed Vaughn, voice grim. "You're under arrest. Fraud, conspiracy, attempted murder." The crowd cheered, phones flashing, Emma's heart soaring, Rex's bark a triumphant roar. Laura hugged William, tears falling. "It's over, love." William smiled, strong. "Rex did it." Clara stepped up, voice soft. "I found Granger's name in Nathan's files. Didn't know he was here." Emma's trust deepened. "You're one of us, Clara." Margaret's voice trembled. "Willow Creek's whole again." Sarah's phone buzzed. "Dr. Cole, the vet." "William's running the trust," she said, warm. "Rex's visits are magic." Emma's tears fell, relief crashing. "He's our rock." Lucas lingered, guilt eased. "I let you down," he said low. Emma met his gaze, firm. "You fought for us." "That's enough." Rex nudged Lucas, his bond mending. The square hummed, but Vaughn's arrest sparked a new fear, a final untraced call from Granger's burner. Tate's radio crackled. "Found a safe in Vaughn's office. More names, bigger players." Emma's heart skipped, but Laura's resolve steadied her. "We'll face them," she said, gripping William's hand. Sarah ended the stream, grinning. "Rex's statue's coming." A shadow moved in the crowd's edge. Emma froze, Rex's growl fierce, staring at a hooded figure slipping away. "Sarah, there!" she hissed, pointing. Rex bolted, barking, chasing the figure into an alley, but they vanished. "Vaughn's last ally?" Sarah asked, gun ready. Emma's fear surged, but Rex's return, a torn glove in his teeth, fueled her. "We'll find them," she said, voice firm. Tate nodded, radioing deputies. "Perimeter's secure." Emma knelt, ruffling Rex's fur. "You're our hero, boy." His bark was steady, his mission etched in Willow Creek's heart, a shield against the shadows still lurking beyond. The sunset blazed over Willow Creek, Oregon, bathing the Carter Ranch in a warm glow, the rebuilt barns and fields a testament to resilience. Emma Carter, 38, stood on a hill overlooking the land, her long brown hair ruffling in the breeze, a clean sweater and jeans soft against her skin. Her heart was full. Nathan's downfall, arrested for abusing William and forging AgriCorp deals, eclipsed by the reunion with her mother, Laura, and the capture of R.S. Vaughn and his fixer, Ellen Morse. Rex, her 4-year-old German shepherd, sat proud beside her, black and tan fur gleaming, amber eyes steady, his healed paw a badge of his heroic stand. The torn glove Rex had snatched, a clue to Vaughn's last ally, weighed in Emma's pocket, a reminder that shadows lingered. William Carter, 80, walked slowly with a cane, white hair neat, flannel shirt crisp, his recovery a miracle sparked by Rex's courage. "We're whole again, Em," he said, voice strong. Emma hugged him, tears pricking. "Thanks to Rex, Dad." Laura Carter, 60s, silver hair loose, stood beside him, her hand in his, their love rekindled after decades apart. "He's our guardian," she said, smiling at Rex, who whined, nudging her hand, his loyalty a steady pulse. Dr. Sarah Nguyen, 35, short black hair, leaned on a fence, her phone buzzing with Pawprints of Hope comments. "Rex is king. Willow Creek forever." "The town's planning a Rex statue," she said, grinning. Emma laughed, ruffling Rex's fur. "About time." Clara Bennett, 42, blonde hair pinned, stood quietly, her testimony against Nathan sealing her redemption. Margaret Hayes, 70, silver hair neat, clapped from a chair. "He's our hero, Emma." Lucas Reed, 50, brown hair graying, flannel clean, nodded, his role in saving William mending past guilt. The hill hummed with neighbors, American flags fluttering, a banner reading Carter Legacy Trust, marking the ranch's new purpose, community-owned, protected from greed. Sheriff Tate, 55, badge glinting, approached, his loyalty now firm. "Feds traced the glove," he said, voice low. "Leads to Portland, Vaughn's last partner, a silent investor." Emma's pulse spiked, the glove heavy. "They're still out there?" Rex's ears perked, a low growl rumbling, his gaze locked on the pines. William's voice cut through. "Let 'em come," he said, gripping his cane. "Rex'll find 'em." Emma nodded, her resolve steel. "He always does." Sarah pulled out her phone, streaming live. "Willow Creek, we're celebrating Rex," she said, panning to him, comments surging. "Hero dog." Laura stepped forward, voice clear. "Rex saved our family," she said, tears bright. "He saw truth when we were blind." The crowd cheered, phones flashing, Emma's heart swelling. A rustle in the pines snapped Emma's focus. Rex bolted, barking furiously, weaving through the trees. "He's got something," Emma yelled, sprinting after, Sarah and Tate following, guns drawn. Rex stopped at a clearing, snarling at a man, 60s, gray suit, clutching a burner phone. "Freeze!" Tate shouted, cuffing him. "Henry Walsh, AgriCorp's silent partner," he said, shocking Emma. The crowd gasped, Sarah streaming. "Willow Creek, Rex caught the last snake." Walsh spat, cuffed. "You're too late." Emma's blood froze, grabbing the phone. Texts to Vaughn, ordering a hit on William if Laura returned. "You planned it all?" she demanded, voice shaking. Walsh smirked. "AgriCorp owns this state." Rex's growl was fierce, his teeth inches from Walsh, a guardian's wrath. Sarah's stream surged. "Rex ends it." Tate hauled Walsh away, voice grim. "Feds'll bury you." Emma's heart soared, Rex's bark a triumphant roar. Back on the hill, Laura hugged William, tears falling. "It's really over," William smiled, strong. Rex made sure. Clara approached, voice soft. "I'm testifying against Walsh too." "For you, William." Emma's trust deepened. "Your family, Clara." Margaret's eyes glistened. "Willow Creek's reborn." Sarah's phone buzzed. "Dr. Cole, the vet." "The trust's funded," she said, warm. "Rex's statue's next." Emma's tears fell, relief crashing. "He's our legacy." Lucas stepped up, guilt gone. "I'm staying on," he said, firm. "For the ranch." Emma nodded, proud. "We need you." Rex nudged Lucas, his bond solid. The hill pulsed with life, but Walsh's arrest didn't erase the fight's cost. Emma faced the sunset, Rex at her side, Sarah's hand on her shoulder. "Pawprints of Hope, this is for you," Emma said, imagining the channel's reach. "Rex showed us loyalty beats greed, truth heals wounds. Share your hero pet stories. Join our pack." Sarah streamed, voice soaring. Subscribe, spread Rex's legacy. William handed Emma a photo, her, young, with Laura and Rex's predecessor, a K9 named Scout. Emma, trust Rex. He's your shield. Laura. Tears fell, Emma smiling. You knew, Mom. Rex pressed close, his warmth a lifeline. You always know, she whispered. His eyes said yes. A glint in the fields caught Emma's eye, a lens, faint, vanishing. Sarah, there, she hissed, pointing. Rex growled, charging, but found only tracks, fading in the dirt. Vaughn's last echo? Sarah asked, gun ready. Emma's fear flickered, but William's resolve steadied her. We'll face it, he said, Laura nodding. Clara's voice trembled. I'll help, whatever comes. Emma knelt, ruffling Rex's fur. You started this, boy. We're ready. The crowd chanted Rex's name, flags waving, a clip playing on Sarah's phone. Nathan, cuffed, tripping in court, coffee staining his suit, captioned Carter's clumsy crook. Laughter rippled, the town's scorn a light jab. Emma grinned, addressing the imagined camera. Pawprints of Hope. Rex's story isn't over. Share your heroes, subscribe, keep the truth alive. Rex barked, loud and proud, his voice a rallying cry, echoing over the hill as Willow Creek stood united, their hero dog's legacy a shield for the future.